So you clicked on this video because you're lazy too, right? Well, good news. This is my productivity system built for people who don't want to hustle 24/7, but still want to get things done. I used to do the toxic productivity stuff, and I realized that stuff just didn't serve me, and that you can actually still be productive whilst being a lazy person. I used to have these insanely overcomplicated systems, and I just realized they weren't serving me. I like something that's more easy, and more importantly, actually got me results. So if you implement what I'm going to show you today, you'll get a clear system that works with your energy, keeps you focused on the stuff that actually matters, and helps you to make progress, even if you don't feel like working 16 hours a day. Because the truth is, if you don't have a system that filters out these pointless tasks, the distractions, or just kind of the bad time management decisions, you'll keep wasting your week doing things that don't really move the needle, which is really important, and you'll keep wondering why you feel exhausted without having anything to show for it. So here's what I'll go through today: how I plan my day around my energy, how I avoid distractions, how I make sure that I don't waste time on the wrong tasks, how my ideas magically appear exactly where I need them, and most importantly, how I reflect and review what I'm doing to ensure that I am being productive whilst still not working that much. Subscribe for Notion tutorials. Let's dive in. All right, I'll be using Headquarters for this. This is my premium Notion template. There's a link in the description if you're interested, but you don't need this template to implement what I'm going to talk about. All right, so here's what most people do when they add a task. So let's just say here, write, report, update, email, campaign, something like that. So you have a bunch of tasks, right? And we think, okay, I'm going to get all of this stuff done today. But this is unrealistic. Your brain can only really focus for 4 hours per day. So look at the tasks that you have, that you've either put into your calendar or that you put in your task list. And what you're going to do is label what kind of a state of mind you have to be in order to do this. So this here is a flow state. To write a report, that involves a lot of cognitive effort. Making a presentation, that's the same thing. That takes a lot of cognitive effort. Writing a new resume, I don't know about you, but that takes me a lot of effort. So that's a flow state as well. And then updating an email campaign, my brain is just exhausted after that. So that's also a flow state. So now when I look at this, I have 4 flow state tasks in a day. And with each task taking about 2 hours, that's just unrealistic. Hence, I have my first rule for lazy people, which is only have 2 flow state tasks per day. I'll click on the month tab here just so I can see next week as well. So we have update email campaign, write resume, make presentation, write report. Well, you know what? It is a Saturday, so let's not do the job stuff today. I'll drag that here to Monday, and then write report, I'll drag that here to Monday as well. So then today, I'll update the email campaign and write a new resume, for example. 2 flow state tasks per day is manageable, as each flow state task is about 2 hours. So together, that's 4 hours of full focused work. That's how I do energy scheduling in Notion. Now, if you're like me, you might be kind of naturally lazy, but you have a ton of ideas. Now, this is great, but you'll get distracted 24/7, which is really annoying because it takes your brain 20 minutes to refocus on a task every time you do a context switch. So if you're constantly thinking of ideas, you're constantly getting distracted. Now, having ideas is great, so we don't want to stop that. So instead, what I've done is created these up here. These are quick buttons. And most importantly, we have this one here, take a quick note. I really recommend having this in your Notion setup. So you'll write your idea here, and then you can go into more detail here. Idea, 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 look at that. Then the important next step is labeling here the relevant life bucket and project. So if I say this idea here is to do with my career, for example, and the project here is, let's say, get a new job. I'll create that as a new project. So now that I've written down this idea and I click away, that note has been taken and I can find it the day I need it. So I won't get distracted with that stuff now, but I've still captured that idea. So now let's say I'm thinking about writing my resume. If I open up now, get a new job, and that's the thing that I'm focusing on, then I can find this idea in here. The notes appear where I need them, so it's appearing here on get a new job page. That way I don't have to sit and sort through all of my notes, because that is just exhausting, and let's be honest, we never do it. And that's how I do set and forget note-taking in Notion. Whilst I'm working here, I want to see everything that's relevant to it. So let's go back to the Headquarters dashboard here, and we'll look at this write a new resume. That is to do with get a new job. So for this write a new resume, what I'm going to do is change the bucket here to career, and I'm going to change the project here to get a new job as well. Now I'll click away. So that task now is also going to appear here on the get a new job page. So I can see here write new resume sitting here under the get a new job page, including this idea that I had here. And then on here, we'll also have any relevant bottlenecks. So I love this feature. I'll click on template here, and I'll click on this filter button, and we're going to change this to where the project contains get a new job. And I'll show you how this works. So I'm going to write here now, a problem that I might be having to do with getting a job. Let's say no one accepts my LinkedIn request. So that's the problem that I'm facing here with getting a new job. If you don't know what a bottleneck is, it's basically the thing holding you back in whatever you're working with. Now, what I can do here is actually journal about it. I sent 20 requests and no one added me back. I'm journaling here, I feel frustrated, but we're going to be more actionable here. So what we're going to do is actually start adding tasks directly in here to do with no one accepts my LinkedIn request. So you know what? Maybe it is that I have a really bad banner. So I'll write fix LinkedIn banner then. Or maybe let's say I have a really bad profile picture. So take new profile picture. And then what I can do here is actually label the state of mind. So let's be honest, that's an easy one and that's an easy one as well. So now I've understood the bottleneck, the thing that's holding me back, but we've actually done some thinking about it and we realized maybe these things here could fix this problem here. So now on the get a new job page, I have my tasks in here like writing a new resume, but also the tasks that came from my bottleneck. So I have these two tasks here and we have all of my relevant notes. The dashboard only shows me the relevant information to that project. That way, I don't get distracted when I'm working because I'm only seeing what's relevant, and we're being proactive with the things that are holding us back. That's how I activate a focus mode in Notion. Now, as you can see here, we have this importance and urgency that I haven't talked about. So let's go back to the headquarters dashboard and we'll scroll down here and we'll go to this here under the order tab. What I've done is actually created the Eisenhower matrix built into my dashboard. Now, the Eisenhower matrix is made up of important or not important, and it's made up of urgent or not urgent. And we'll use these two columns here and it will automatically rank these for me so I know which tasks to prioritize. So let's say make presentation here, that's important and it's urgent. Write report is important and urgent. Update email campaign, important and urgent. Write new resume, it's important, but let's be honest, it's not that urgent. Take new profile picture is not important, but it is more urgent to be honest. And as you can see, it actually jumps up here in the queue. And then fix LinkedIn banner, that's not important, but it's kind of urgent as no one is accepting my request. And as you can see, once again, it jumps up in the queue. So now I know I should take a new profile picture and fix my LinkedIn banner before I write my new resume, because these things here are more urgent than write a new resume. So what I'll do is add these tasks here to today's date. And I can do that in two ways. I can either click here and say the 29th, or I can simply click here and drag that like this to the 29th. So now I have taken new profile picture, fix my LinkedIn banner, update email campaign, and write new resume for today's tasks. So by using the Eisenhower matrix built into my task list, I'm ensuring that I'm doing the most important and urgent tasks first. And more importantly, if I write something like send John a message, and then I realize, you know what, this is not important and it's not urgent, well, maybe then this here is something that I shouldn't even bother doing. So this actually also helps me delete tasks that aren't worth doing in the first place. That's how I create a task tier list in Notion. All right, so now that I have my tasks here for today, I don't want to waste my time. I want to be as efficient as possible so I don't have to work that much. So what I'll do is actually scroll up here and go to this section here. This is called my day-to-day. And basically, it allows me to time block. So what I'm going to do here is understand what tasks I should be doing first. So what I can do here is add times to when I'm going to do each of these tasks. Now for this, the importance and urgency doesn't matter as much because we know we're going to get all of this stuff done today anyway. So what I'll do here is actually take the write new resume first. So I'll drag that up here to the top. And let's say we start that at 9 a.m. That here will take probably 2 hours. Now after that, maybe I'll do update email campaign because that also requires a flow state of mind, but we also want to think about the context for the days. So take a new profile picture and fix LinkedIn banner. You know what? They're also to do here with the career. So I'll drag that, add career to both of them. So if I click on this tab here, I can actually see that all of this stuff here is to do with career. Well, it actually makes more sense then for me to do all of the stuff to do with my career first and then the email campaign. Because remember, the brain takes 20 minutes to change context. So we can actually save 20 minutes if we're not switching back and forth from one context to the next. So write this here at 11 a.m. I'll write this here at 12, for example, and then let's say we start this at 1 p.m. I've now planned out my day to ensure that I'm working as quickly as possible and I'm understanding the different contexts for the day to ensure my brain doesn't have to constantly switch back and forth between different buckets. And that's how I time block my day in Notion. Now, the last thing that I do in here, I cannot recommend enough. What I'm going to do here is click on all this week and just tick in all of these tasks like that. And we'll pretend it is tomorrow. Click here on the plus to add a new task. And what I'm going to do here is click on weekly review. Now, in this weekly review here, if we open this up, we can do something that genuinely changed my life and a bunch of other people's lives. And the question here is, what did I do this week that helped me move the needle? And here I can reflect and review on which of these made a massive impact in my life. And let's say here, for the sake of simplicity, that update email campaign changed my life. So let's say it doubled my conversion or something. I'll click here on Move the Needle. And if you click here on Needles this week, you can find that task here. Now, what this is helping me to do is find the stuff that I'm doing in my week that's having a massive impact. That way, I know I should be doing more of that task. And in this weekly review, automatically my tasks are showing up. And if we go back to headquarters here and scroll down, and we go to this page here, Move the Needle, and open this up. In here, we can actually find all of the tasks that have moved the needle in the past and all of the projects that have moved the needle in the past. So I can find some commonalities here and think, okay, maybe I should be doing more of this stuff. This template is linked in the description, or you can check out the 10-minute tour here or the 30-minute tour here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you in one of these videos.